So what's the best way to get started investing in real estate, developing real estate? Should you start big, start small, go big or go home? What should you do? So the best way to get started is to do just that, to get started. So whatever your skills, knowledge, skills, resources are, whatever you feel comfortable with, start with that. The key is to just get started. If you haven't done a deal yet, just do a deal. Go buy a house that's a rental property, go buy a fix and flipper, get yourself some education, training, coaching if you need to, and just get out there and do a deal. Make it happen. Do something small that has little risk. If you're uncomfortable, you're not sure, start small. If you want to do multifamily or commercial, start with a smaller multifamily, a smaller commercial, so that you don't have a whole lot of risk. And whatever you're comfortable with, you don't have to go huge, you don't have to go big. I started very small and built things up over the years. I started small in my businesses, I started small in my real estate deals, and then as I did more deals and grew my company and did more business deals, the transactions got larger, the deals got bigger, and then I became more comfortable with doing any size deal. It's all about getting started. Once you get started, it creates momentum, and momentum breeds momentum. What you focus on expands. When you take action, it leads to more action and bigger action and better action. So don't worry about going big or going home or trying to grow and scale everything right out of the gate and thinking that you got to go extremely big in order to get started. You don't have to. You can start anywhere you want. You can start as small as you want. You can start as big as you want. It all depends on your comfort level, your resources, your level of education, your knowledge, your skills, your abilities. That's really the key, is you have to educate yourself. I talk a lot about that, and that never ends. That's a lifelong thing. You want to be a lifelong learner. You want to be a seeker of wisdom your entire life. And when I say educate yourself, I don't necessarily mean in the formal sense of a college, university, things like that, but that's fine. If you have the aptitude, the ability to go to college and the resources, I definitely recommend that you do it. And if you can get into graduate school and you have that academic bent, then I definitely recommend that. So I always recommend to go to college and get your graduate degree if you can, especially if you want to get into real estate development, or any kind of business, and especially in finance. It's extremely helpful. The network is extremely valuable, but education doesn't mean university. It doesn't mean formal. Educating yourself can be anything, anywhere. It can be meetings, books, seminars, coaches, mentors. There's a lot of ways to educate yourself. The key is to educate yourself, is to continually develop yourself. There's been a lot of resources. There are a lot of resources out there that you can take advantage of, a lot of free information out there on YouTube, things like that. But just make sure that you're careful what you're watching and who you're listening to. Make sure you're listening to people that are where you want to be, that have done what you want to do, or are heading in the direction you want to go. Surround yourself with people that are more knowledgeable than you, have more experience than you, and that have done what it is you want to do. So always be learning, ABL. Instead of always be closing, always be learning, always be educating yourself, be a lifelong learner, seeker of wisdom, and you will find the gold. What you seek, you will find.